It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the UCONN Huskies taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets away, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Pulls and fires complete. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets away. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
UConn will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Going to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
UCONN going back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program.
Running back searching for a hole.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's right on target. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the head. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Line gets set, first down. Running to the left. Bulls his way forward. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And now on second down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And here comes the offense on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This UCONN offense really has it going. He's going to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. They'll run the screen. Makes one man miss. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Was to pass. Pressure coming. Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. He gets it into the end zone for the two to push that lead out to 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going up top here late in the game.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll test the right side. Just trucks through it. Touchdown balls! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UConn offense goes back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Shoots it to the left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and